Hello, my friends. So we are going to be doing a fun science experiment today using gummy bears. So for this experiment, what we're going to do is we're going to place our gummy bears overnight in 4 different types of solution. We're going to place our gummy bears overnight in solution with salt and water. We're going to be using vinegar and water. We're going to use sugar and water. And we're going to use just plain water as well. So, the purpose of this science experiment is to see how our gummy bears will or will not change after we leave them overnight in each of the 4 solutions here. So just like any good science experiment, we are going to first start off with our hypothesis. A hypothesis is a guess or a prediction of what we think is going to happen to the gummy bears overnight. Do you think that the gummy bears will get bigger or smaller? Do you think that the gummy bears will react differently in salt water? Or do you think they might get bigger in sugar water? What do you think is going to happen to the gummy bears if we leave them in the vinegar solution overnight? That is our hypothesis. It's a guess of what we think is going to happen. So after our hypothesis, we're going to go ahead and conduct our experiment. We're going to gather our results after the experiment is done, and then we're going to come back and discuss these results with each other. So let's go ahead and start our testing. We're going to first start off by creating our solutions. So we can go ahead and put some water inside each bowl. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sure we have enough water in each of them. Now we're going to go ahead and create the solution. So first we have salt and water. We're going to go ahead and place just a little bit of salt in there, enough that can dissolve inside of the water. We're going to mix it up. We're going to make sure that we don't have too many particles in that water, and that it is completely dissolved to give us our solution. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and place some vinegar in our second solution. We want to go ahead and make sure that we have about the same amount of vinegar and water, maybe a little more vinegar, so we can kind of see how that gummy bear is going to react to the vinegar itself. We're going to go ahead and put some sugar in our sugar water, to create sugar water actually, and make sure all that is going to be slowly dissolved in that water. There we go. That's what we want to see. Nicely dissolved solution right there. Not too many particles floating around. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and just keep our plain water as is. So now we're going to go ahead and put a gummy bear in each bowl. We'll put the green gummy in the salt bowl. Get an orange gummy in the vinegar bowl. Let's do red for the sugar and yellow for our water. So as you guys can see, we have our gummies in our solution. So the testing has officially started. We're gonna go ahead and leave this overnight and see how our gummy bears change in the morning. I can't wait to see how this science experiment is gonna turn out. You guys just make sure that you take any fun pictures while you do this experiment at home, and we will go ahead and discuss our results during our Zoom session tomorrow, our bonus Zoom session tomorrow at 10:30. So why don't you guys go try this experiment at home, and we will see if our hypotheses, our predictions came true, and then we can gather and discuss our results. You guys have fun. I can't wait.